Hello and welcome to the Drive with IG podcast.
How the fucking hell are you?
Very good, lad. Very good.
It's good to have you up here now.
Brilliant to be up here.
Now, I've been trying to get you on for, Jesus, how long have I been trying to get you on for? When did I first ask you to come on? I think it was like last Christmas. That's how long ago it's going.
Yeah, it is a long time, don't to be fair, isn't it?
We may crack a point and
indeed.
Have a merry one. So, Don, thanks a million for coming all the way up here. So, anyone that doesn't know who Don is, you must be living under a rock, but this is Don Cowboy Curtin, a very famous man in the trucking scene, and a very good friend of mine, I'd have to say. And me and Don were meant to do this podcast about 6 or 7 times over the year. And it just never happened. Times and places were just all over the place. Cheers, lad. I'll tip off the rest of this here now. But Don, delighted to have you. How are you anyway?
Very good. Very good.
Thanks for coming all the way up here.
A pleasure.
How long did it take you on the way up here?
Jeez, 3 hours, 20 minutes.
That wasn't bad, lad.
No.
I was thinking it was going to be over 4 hours.
No, 3 hours, 20 minutes.
Jeez, I better get the microphone. Hello? Oh, stop.
3 hours, 20 minutes. It was an end day. It was nice to drive up.
Yeah. So, Don, I may ask you the question, right? How long have you been around lorries or been driving lorries for?
I'd say when I was a young fella, my cousin was driving, and I was absolutely stone mad to get into lorries. So, geez, at a very young age, I was going away with him in the truck. So I was. Actually, when I passed up through Slane, I actually remember years ago, I actually came up. I was very young. Went up to pick up a bulk load of spuds. Geez, I was very young that time. I did a lot of travel around the country with him.
Yeah.
So I did. And that's, I suppose, I got the
bulk.
Yeah, and so then I did mechanicking. The mother wouldn't leave school until I got a trade, so I went at mechanicking. But sure, every year silage was starting, and you know.
Yeah, I actually meant to ask you about that. You're handy enough with the tractors, aren't you?
Yeah. What you got? Sure, I did silage years ago, like we all did. We did slurry and dumper work with a friend of mine there, Leonard Cahill, a good friend of mine, with his father. Geez, they were brilliant times. They were gas. There was some crew that time.
That's one thing I'm jealous of when I was younger, is I never had that farming crack. I grew up in a like just outside the city centre there in Dublin, like, and there was none of that. Like I didn't know what a tractor was until I moved to Drogheda about 10 years ago. Hadn't a clue. And silage I thought that was sewerage.
Oh no, it was a big thing. There's a very big thing down our side. It was you know, to go at the grass, like, you know. They were great times. I'm still good friends with the cattle there, and the other boys now took it on, and they have some beautiful gear. Yeah. Oh, mint.
Same with a couple of lads around here. One of the lads local enough to here now, I can't remember his name exactly, but I know a lad that drives from brand new Massey and a brand new tri-axle 3 trailer, so red Massey and black trailer.
They're going all out now, to be fair. The side outfits are outstanding.
There must be
now.
mad money on it, is there, or what's the crack?
Oh, jeez.
I know nothing about it, like, so you'll be educating me.
I'll tell you, I was only there yesterday. I was in a place, and there was a tractor dealership. And I was looking at the tractor over, and there was actually a fella, he told me he was after buying it. He was in looking at it.
Yeah.
And
I seen that in your story yesterday, she's gorgeous, wasn't she?
This is different now. Again, this is only a smaller one with a low front loading shovel. And I just said I said, geez, I said, an expensive bit of a tool.
Yeah.
But he said, that little tractor now, and it's only a little yard tractor now. This is not a contractor tractor, so it's handy.
Yeah.
And he told me now, he's 120,000 for that.
It's as bad as lorries, isn't it?
So imagine the big ponies, like.
There must be fucking 500,000.
Oh, definitely.
In an outfit, like?
I'd say they're more expensive than a truck now.
Oh, that's unreal. Like, I know,
there's no money in farming.
Same way that there's no money in transport as well.
Yeah, we are.
Like, I know a track unit now, like, just say my track unit there, that was, now this is about a year ago now, and now I know for a fact that my lorry now would probably be about 150,000 euro just for the unit on its own. We didn't pay that now, it was a bit cheaper than that, but Jesus Christ, that. You'd need to be all in gold bricks at this stage.
I think new 770 is serious. I don't think there's no change at all over 200,000.
There wouldn't be a change out of $250,000, as far as I heard.
Yeah, things are.
And what was the first lorry that you ever drove, like,
Actual on the road, I went away with a fella for a week, and it was a DAF. It was a 01 DAF.
Just the DAFs, they're always creeping around.
Yeah.
That's the one
0
thing.
DAF. And that was the one out with the block and the accelerator. If you know, you know.
Did you need a cushion under the chair then as well?
And then I got first started off in a 00 FM. So I was, and then I actually went into that DAF in after that, and then did another DAF after that. So I had actually a good few DAFs.
DAFs were always looking around.
Yeah.
My own lad always had DAFs. They're always around. Like I grew up with DAFs. The bing-a-ding, ding-a-ding is literally traumatized into the back of my brain. Every time I hear it, I nearly have a panic attack. I swear to God. And where did you go then after the first lorry?
Jesus, where did I start? Started Downies.
There's some outfit now, lad, aren't they?
Oh, unreal. I went to actually, and I think it actually passed away. Jim, I was toner for a bit.
Oh, were you?
Yeah,
No way.
absolutely gentleman, said you were.
Yeah.
So I did a bit of content for him. So I did. That time, did work out actually out of Cork that time. It suited. It was lovely work.
And did you enjoy the content? Like, did you get?
I did like it. Yeah. I probably stayed at it just doing the kind of that. Just finished up. I kind of finished up with it.
What was that? Hello. Sounds like there's someone outside.
Come on in.
Yeah, we're in here.
Bring Kens.
I have a plan for that. So don't worry. Me and Don might tip to the pub now in a minute. When we finish the first pints and we get the first few bits of conversation out of the way, we'll head over to the pub. But what about the continent did you like the most? Because a lot of lads always ask me, "Oh, what's it like? You know, what's it like?"
Well, the beauty of it is, if you leave Ireland, you have the one trailer next to you. It might be 2 days before you actually touch the trailer.
Yeah.
Just when you're at home.
Or either that, yeah.
You could have 4 trailers at job by the end of the day, do you know?
Or either that, or it's 2 days before you even tip your first load.
Yeah,
like, so.
It is lovely out there. It is nice roads. People are sound. I think Colin now is in Belgium were the nicest. I really like out there.
Even when I was out there, you want to see, when I parked in Mere that night, I went over there, and lad, you see lads pulling in and lads trying to reverse in the dark, and 5 lads hop out and fucking go in there. It's unreal, like, you wouldn't see it out there.
Yeah, they really, even there, back in, gee, I didn't think I had the sat nav, it was the Michelin.
The Michelin maps.
The Michelin maps, do you know? And you have the smaller ones in, and Jesus, I often stopped up, and people recognise it as a fan, or an Irish truck with a fan to them. And just showed they're dressing, and definitely 3 or 4 times people just follow me.
Yeah.
They was just trying to explain and just me looking like a goat, looking lightning, and all they just says, "Look, just come on." And that happened definitely 3 or 4 times. I mean, that's how do you get that here at home with an Irish fella, you know?
No, you would. No, you'd be saying, "Jeez, I'm far too busy now. I must
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
I must go."
yeah.
But good luck with that now.
It's,
The only reason I know what a Michelin map is, right? Because when I first started driving, geez, it's nearly 10 years ago since I started driving, right? There was a CF Ridge I got, and there was a Michelin maps in the up just above. You know the way they have the nets just above the tachograph.
Yeah.
There was a Michelin map in there, and I fucked it in the bin because I got Google Maps.
No, I think it was like the last 4 or 5. I think Munster actually got a sat nav off my buddy Stevie Hedwin at home. He just gave it a lint of it, and which I still couldn't trust it. Like,
Yeah.
No, back then they were very. I started off. There was no heights or weights with them. You know, you still had to. But just a long time ago.
So I'm going to ask you a completely different question now, right? So you started social media about 5-6 years ago, did you? That's pretty longer than that ago now.
Jeez, yeah, I suppose I was kind of always posting away stuff. I'm saying around 2012 maybe.
Yeah.
I think I kind of doing a bit more. I started doing kind of English work and like I was around London and stuff. And I thought it was wow, do you know?
Yeah.
So I kind of posted a bit. Started in kind of doing a bit.
Yeah. And do you like doing it? Like,
I do. I like sharing it. I think people just seem to like the crack and.
I think you're the most like. I'd love to be that man's friend. Every time I watch our stars, I'm like, "Jeez, I wish I was with that man down there. That looks like great crack." Like, you know what I mean? And I'd always be like kind of jealous, like, "Jeez, I wish I always had a friend like Don." Because that's what you're like. You're like a Snapchat friend to everybody. That's what the feeling I get off it when I watch it. I'm like, "Jeez, that man would be a lovely friend to have." Do you know what I mean?
I said a few of my friends, they trade me fairly quick.
And like, do you like doing it? Like, do you like posting videos?
I do, yeah.
And like, why don't you? Like, I'd love to see you on a YouTube channel. Do you know that? I'd love to see you.
Yeah, I never kind of know, and not even. It's only lately I'm kind of doing a bit on Instagram, but it's just the Snap. And even the Facebook, not a whole pile. I won't put up videos now or stuff. Just kind of.
Facebook's going for ourselves, isn't it?
Yeah, fuck, but then lads at the time, I was very surprised that people told me the amount of people are not doing. They said Instagram was for kids, and I thought it was the other way around.
Yeah, because Don done a poll a couple of weeks ago on his Snapchat, and he asked, because he's trying to get his followers to head over, because you must have 20,000 followers plus on Snapchat, pretty more than that now at this stage.
But I'm just trying to get them to come over to Instagram, because I thought the day was going to come up that Snapchat would be gone and to be Instagram, but apparently they're all telling me it's only for kids.
Yeah. Instagram. That's gas. I wouldn't have thought that at all.
I thought, yeah. Well, no, that's my followers, do you know?
Yeah.
I do think I have a bit of an older, do you know, mature crowd. Like.
I thought it was the other way around. Mature crowd. Don specifically after cougars now. But the reason why I asked that is because, like, I actually thought Snapchat was the other way around. It was either...
I thought the same, yeah. And I thought maybe I'd get a bit too old for Snapchat, but apparently it's not, isn't it?
Yeah. And people are saying Instagram's for the kids, and I thought Instagram was like the pure mature, like, oh look at me, I'm a bit artsy. Do you know what I mean? Like sophisticated kind of social media.
No.
And then Facebook is where like creativity goes to die. Do you know what I mean? Because everyone's like, who do you think? Yeah, or hey, posting a video of yourself talking away there. Do you know what I mean? Like,
oh, the keyboard warriors are out in force, and they love that one.
Oh, TikTok is another thing. It's like social media is our
stuff. I just use that to make the videos. There's very few I leave up in it.
Yeah, very
rubbish, lad.
TikTok is so hard to comprehend. Like I made lovely videos of the lorry coming out and watch. Like something I think would be like, that's fucking class. I'd like that. And then I put up a video laughing that I found the safety net under the bunk, and she had 20,000 views in a week. Like, and I was like, this is like a trucker's prison, laughing, like having a joke. Like, I didn't even think it was going to do anything. 20,000 views, but he do a lovely fucking well shot video of the lorry coming out of the wash, like wet, fucking real clean. I spent 2 hours cleaning.
You just couldn't. Mine's gone anyway. I don't happen. There was stuff I was put up and it was getting good views. No, nothing. Yeah. Oh no, that's it. 3,000 views. That's it.
I can't be bothered with TikTok at all.
Most of the stuff I use it today and put the music and stuff in, and I just save it and I just delete it and leave I'd have it in my gallery, and then I can just use it into the Snapchat or for the Instagram.
Yeah. Would you ever do YouTube rent now?
Jeez, I don't know. I don't think so.
I tell you, like, I tell you why I asked that, right? Because YouTube is like, it's just a lovely place to be, man. Everyone that's commenting on your videos, like 99% of the people that comment on my videos are just like, this is brilliant. I'd love to see more of this. Or like, I wasn't really a fan of that, but I liked the video, fair play to you or whatever. Like, it's a lovely community. Like, that's why I love YouTube. I always will stick with it no matter what.
A buddy of mine there actually, Rory Hennessy after the YouTube.
Yeah, I didn't know Rory was doing it 10 years.
I didn't. But I
only seen videos come up like 9 years ago. Rory out in the daft there, working for home there, down in Cork.
Yeah, I didn't do that. But I tell you one thing, they're very interesting. If anyone likes viewing, it is very interesting. It's nice.
I actually asked Rory to come on here. He says he will once he gets he gets a chance. If you ever get to fucking Italy, Rory, like,
I'll give you directions. I know how to get here.
It's actually a stone's throw away from there, yeah, to tell you here.
Oh, that's odd. Yeah.
Can't talk to King's Court, like, do you know what I
mean? That's interesting. I just, I don't know. Am I more on the spot thing? I think that's. I don't think I have a full story.
I think you do savage at it. Honestly, I think you would. Because the way I take in, as I said to you there, I feel like you're my friend. Even if I didn't know you, I'd be like, that's my friend Don. And Don doesn't know you. It doesn't matter.
But see, I tell you, there's a problem. Do you see? One thing about my Snapchat, you turn it up, and if there's something that someone wants to nail you on, they really have to kind of screen record and stuff, and it is not a whole. But see, with YouTube, it's there for a long time.
It's very political. Yeah, I have to I have to be so careful what I do. Like,
you know?
I can't be calling
I've
everyone
already got in trouble.
Like you can't
TikTok.
Like you can't be calling everyone a bollocks on YouTube because someone will have something to say about it.
So I think the snap suits me to now and to just in the moment, and that's it. And it has gone in fucking, and it's kind of move on to the next.
And what happened to the product we were talking about? Don was about to branch out and go big time.
Yeah, I tell you, kind of. The labelling didn't come out the kind of way I wanted, and then I kind of wanted to put it to the test, so we put a few into the dishwasher in a pub 6 times in a row, and it just wasn't. I wanted the thing to be right, it just didn't want. And
but I tell you this time, you should do it. You should go ahead with it.
Someone would come back to me then and listening to them, and I said, you know what? I was trying to get packaging. I wanted to try and get good packaging, but nice packaging.
Yeah.
And it's
there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is there, and next thing, by the time you actually add it all up, and next thing you get the price, They're expensive.
Yeah.
They're expensive. And I don't know, the way things are gone now, might give people a bit of a break now than trying to shove.
That's it, yeah. That's the reason I find with social media is like, I try, remember I was saying to you loads of times, I was trying different avenues to try and make a few quid out of it, but then I was like, it'll take the love out of it for me if I have to do it.
Yeah, it is hard. It is hard enough. Even there, years ago, I did just for a merry month, just raise money. I sold woolly hats, the sesh wagon hats.
Yeah.
Now they absolutely flew. I had to get another batch made. They were so popular. But there's a fair bit of hassle in packaging and posting and.
Yeah.
There's a bit of work to it, like.
Yeah, there's more than anyone thinks, like, and then when you have to deal with people, and if you don't have a website...
Now, there's small scale, small woody head. So I don't know, the rest of the boys, Jesus, I don't know how Dave does it, that's for sure.
Oh, no, stop. Every time I see that, man, I'm like,
Gee,
I'm glad I don't do that. I'm glad.
That is hard work, like.
Oh, that lad, I think I work hard, and then I take a look at that man and I go, no, I need to step up my game. Dan, you're looking a bit thirsty there. I think we should tip over to the bar.
Sounds good.
because we're out here, and if you've been in Ireland in the last week, you'll know that the weather has changed drastically to freezing temperatures. And we're doing our best with the time and space here, but that's doing nothing but blowing cold air at me. So we're going to tip over to the bar there, and we'll catch us over there in a minute. And
the bar sounds the job. That sounds the job.
It's more fitting for Mr. Curtin here. Right, see us over there. So we didn't have to go too far now. I says I'd bring Don over to the bar and treat him like he should be treated. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, this is the job.
It's the only place in the world where you get a movable podcast studio from the garage to the bar, and there's not too far to go either.
Oh, I'll tell you one thing, Carlsberg don't do podcasts, but if they did.
So, what do you think of the bar anyway? Happy enough to be sitting here?
This is cosy.
So this is my alternative podcast room in case things go bad or the weather goes cold.
It is cold.
And this is Aston. Don was actually at this show this year, and he was saying to me how nice it was. Like, jeez, there's some difference in gear over there, isn't it?
It's unreal. We go every year without fail, and it is absolutely a brilliant weekend. It is, and we always say, look, they're not going every year. We'll just go every second year.
Yeah.
And when it comes to this, fucking book it.
And would we much crack at it? Like, where is Aston exactly? Is it Holland, isn't it?
Yeah, up north to Holland.
Yeah, there's your microphone in case anyone.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
What you call it? It's north of Aston, or north of Holland. To the what you call it? Groningen would be, I think, the biggest town near it. To this TT circuit.
TT circuit.
Oh,
Tip
oh.
There it is. Look, Ian Moore would be happy with that, won't he?
Just some rig.
It's class, isn't it? You would have no idea it was an Irish out other than the Reds play. There's our.
Oh. Irish
is he from Limerick, or am I imagining?
Yeah,
this?
Limerick. Yeah,
is
yeah.
he?
Richard Donnell, absolute gentleman.
But he's over in the UK, is he?
Yeah, must have worked in the UK. Yeah.
That's class, isn't it?
Absolutely, it's outstanding rig. Fair, the Irish flew the flag for fucking fierce well for out in Aston, so it is.
Sure, look, there you are now. That's some lorry as well, isn't it?
Unreal. The interior of it.
Just the two boys out of there as well, look.
Yeah.
I like the white one now. The white one's a bit of me now. I like that. And me, I'm not even a Scania man, but I like the white one.
Oh, that's me in the back of the cab. Absolute gentleman.
Oh, fuck. What am I have to do? Jason, I'm have to turn it off. Sorry, Don. Jesus Christ, how the fuck did I do that? But anyway, what was I asking before I lost this?
Did you go to Aston? Do you ever go to Aston?
Never.
Are you serious?
Lad, the furthest to Aston I've ever been is Mandela.
You don't know what you're missing.
No,
especially with someone into lorries. Oh, you have to go to.
But I tell you what it was. I was never really into lorries, like not properly like into lorries like the way you would be until about 3 or 4 years ago when I could actually fucking drive Arctics. Like I was driving Ridgets before, and it just didn't excite me at all. And even when I started out this YouTube thing, when I first started out doing this, I was doing it on cars. I never in my head once clicked that I was going to do it on lorries, even though I was driving them at the time.
Jeez.
And I was around them all the time. It just never twigged to me because I grew up with it, like, do you know what I mean? It was around, the trucks were around my whole life, like, they were parked outside my front door since I was fucking day that, like, you know? And I never once thought to myself, jeez, I might video them, like, because I never even knew there was a scene around it. All I knew was from the older brother and what he did now, and he had the Magnum at the time, and he was doing that.
That was a lovely truck.
Yeah,
that was actually that was the nicest Magnum around.
Lad, he loved that lorry.
Loved the thing at that time, he was always in and out as well. So he
was in there for wise and all.
Yeah. Do you know, that was actually a fucking real nice colour coded. It was unusual, and that's still going. I've seen that somewhere there lately.
I think it's down somewhere near Cork, down the
I actually seen that lately.
He knows the fella who bought it, but I can't remember exactly. But I remember before that lorry ever came about, the fancy slurry we had was a premium, like, and premiums were only new enough at the time, like, when that came out. And then I remember, I can't remember what I was doing. I think I was working in the airport at the time. It was before I even had my licence. I used to drive the Ridgets in Dublin Airport, loading the planes. And I remember he brought that home, and I was like, fucking hell, that's some yoke. Like, I didn't, because I knew nothing about him. Like, I didn't know there was a whole culture around it or anything like that until then. And like, obviously my grandfather and my father-in-law were in it, but I never thought twice about it. And only then, when he got that, I started learning about it. And I started learning more and more, and then more and more I'm getting into it over the years. And then like then you see the likes of these shows and all.
Oh, it's a different world.
Only for the internet, I would never knew any of these shows ever happened. Do you know what I mean?
Ah, there's been She went out to years and years ago. So it was. A right group of us all together. A right gang of legends all together. They're desperate. Oh, I'd say 30 of us now flew out in one flight.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So they did.
That'd be some crack, wouldn't it?
We actually flew into, I think, we stayed in Rotterdam the first night, and we'd actually a bus organised to take us up and everything.
Jeez.
Yeah, that was a brilliant weekend. That was actually fucking...
You're a big Scania man, aren't you?
I do like the Scania.
Yeah. It's gas, isn't it? Be a Scania man, but the daft's always fucking creep around, don't they?
Yeah. They are my second. And would you believe I cannot want them to the Volvo?
Yeah.
I cannot want them to the Volvo.
I only got my lorry and I met him in the truck wash. And I says, I want to take it. He says, I couldn't give a shade, lad. I was too busy looking at it.
No, to be fucking... I suppose, look, I stepped off in the daft and I don't know. I find... Some lads didn't tell me the Volvo is grand for a big man. I don't like it. I just find it just...
Too tight.
I find it... The cab kind of comes in here on top. If you kind of... I always just relate to them like a trucker box. They're shaped like a trucker box.
That's got. I actually like that feeling.
No more drink for me now.
Yeah. Jeez, we're sat calling people bollocks now so much. But I actually like that. I like that when you get into it, it's like getting into a BMW. It's like it wraps around you and you're cozy in it.
Yeah, jeez, I don't know.
The Scanias, I feel like everything's in the wrong fucking place. When I got into a Scania, like two of our R series, I get into them and I go, what?
They're two nice trucks.
That's all down to himself. Like, there's nothing to do with me.
That twin wheel tag one was lovely.
When he got that lorry, that was the first. I remember, like, that was the first lorry that I seen that was like really fucking nice. And then everything like after that was just twin wheel tags. Twin wheel tags have been the norm ever since that. Well, there was
Shane, I'd say, was fucking nice first round to get. You know, well, at that time, that's
2016.
16,
yeah. 7 years ago next year.
Do you know?
It's mad, isn't it?
It's no, nice. I can't beat this guy. I like the V8.
If you had to pick your dream lorry now, what would she be? Would she be a bullnose?
Well, no. Probably the bullnose. Oh, but I tell you, the new DAF.
Yeah, do you like that, do you? See Piggett's one?
Oh, jeez.
Class, isn't it?
There's one there, a silver one, it's out there, might pop up. Oh, it is unreal. And it is very actually simple after.
Yeah.
But the full interior is done inside in it. It is absolutely. And it's silver. I got stacks, but the new thing now is solar guard. Yeah. All solar guard extras. Yeah. You can get the underneath the side skirt, the solar guard strip.
They finished it after. They need it though.
The deep visor, underneath the bumper, all solar guard product.
I was in Daft there the other week with the old lad, and we were looking around at there was new XFs and XGs, the new shape ones. And jeez, they were godly looking yokes without any of them on them. They were rotten looking yokes.
Oh, shit, yeah. See, the problem is, and I think the problem, if DAF may put up the horsepower to it, horsepower seems to be a big thing, but they don't seem to do it.
Imagine a 650 DAF. Should be an animal of yoke.
I think it's
not even not an animal of yoke at all. But it'd be nicer than a Remap 480, like.
Oh yeah. But what you call, I think there's more like for a fleet lorry, like they put the DAFs.
Yeah. But they're savage on diesel. What's your own like on diesel?
It's good.
It's good, yeah. Our one's the
same. To be fair, they are great.
If you're not doing 96 in the cowboy kicks, now on the side. I actually have to bring this onto your lorry. Your lorry's class, lad. I remember when you started driving for that man. Had the lorry the way she was. It's transformed now, like it's
it has come on now.
I'll put up pictures of it here just so everyone gets a brief idea. If you don't know the lorry, like
to be fair, no, yeah, it did winter, yeah, and to be fair,
you always do that with everything you get, don't you? Like
I do, yeah. Well, I don't know. I've heard what you call it. I've good mass in it, and usually any crowd I worked for, they were always very good. They always give a good helping hand, and they kind of seen that I kind of had a bit of a vision. And I always think I did things tasty enough.
Oh no, very tasty, yeah.
And what you call it, I think, I don't know, any crowd worked for, they could give me the go ahead is number one, which is the big thing.
Yeah.
And they'll always give a helping hand, and gee, that's what at the end of the day, when it turns out that way, it is
No, lad, I have to say, there's one thing I'll compliment you on. I say it to everyone I meet, is if there's anyone to do a lorry nice, it's Dan Curtin.
No, to be fair,
because I've seen the other lorries. Yeah, I've seen the other lorries you draw as well, and every one of them are done just nice. Like, do you know what I mean? I would never say, oh, jeez, I don't know about that now. Do you know what I mean? But every lorry you've done is just hits the spot.
Yeah. Oh, she shot now. It is the Dutch wheel inside it and exhaust. I'd have to definitely next year. I'm gonna have to get.
You'd have to give Peter a ring there in Roscoe.
I was talking to him actually.
Yeah. He's a sound man, isn't he?
In the nightclub. The first thing you do, like, you know, he probably sick and listening about lorries and things. Hey lad, what the bar? Getting shots. How much for a strap pipe?
Jesus. Dan, hang on, I'll get to you. Because
you may bring out two.
Bring out two, not a bother. I stacked her full of 8 anyway. Because I knew this man was coming, I says I wouldn't fucking leave a man go thirsty. I'll pour you a pint, how's that sound?
That's service pint.
You just wouldn't see this anywhere else. Like, nowhere else has a podcast and have a bar inside now.
No. I did think about doing a podcast in Ronnie's bar in Kentucky, but when it gets busy, like, there could be anybody appearing.
You'd hear nothing, wouldn't you? But I was going to come down to you, and I'll tell you why I was going to come down to you, because I was like, I want to catch a man in his home place, because like I'm bringing you up here, and you've never been here in your life, and you wouldn't know what way to fucking sit, you wouldn't know where to fucking stand. But if we went down to Ronnie's, that's what I wanted to do it down there. It's like, that's your share in Ronnie's, you know. It's free for all. But you know what I mean, like you know your surroundings.
It's a homely bar. It's a lovely little cosy bar here in the town. Like.
And like we may talk about the old cowboy. I'm raging.
When you should have brought up the ingredients.
I know, but Dan was coming up, and I was actually there thinking. I was down in the shop. They didn't have any port. There was plenty of vodka in there, but they had no port. And I hadn't time to go look in any other off license for a part. So if I had found it, oh Jesus, there would have been some. But the cowboy what does it consist of that?
It's a vodka, wicked, and a dash of port.
And the first time I ever tasted it was at Joella. And we came over to you in the caravan and says, Dan, give us some of that. I said, lad, I get you cowboy. Wait there. I get you cowboy. And he handed it to me. Oh my God, it was actually lovely. It's really sweet, isn't it? I tell you what.
It's easy drink, that's the problem.
It reminds me of now slush puppies. Do you remember the slush puppies you used to get? That's exactly what it tastes like.
When we spent one night just dedicated to make a cocktail inside, and I said to Mikey, I wanted something in a pint glass. I don't want something small. It's bang gone.
Yeah.
I said I want something in a pint glass that'll last, get value for the money, something that's volume in it, like.
Yeah.
So Mikey was. We drank some amount of that night. We were trying to make up and stuff, and we actually found that it was nice, and it was reasonable, and it was nice, and it was a good drink of it.
Yeah.
It was easy drink. You want, do you know?
You weren't drinking it and going.
So that was fine. So then I said, the next weekend, at the Friday night, I said I better actually put this to the thing. I'll actually go and drink it all night long. First straight in the door, cowboy.
Yeah.
All night long. But geez, I woke up, it was like I was after 80, about 10 new cars in there freshness. My tongue was blue and everything.
I'll tell you, you're farting out gobstoppers in the next one.
Oh, jeez, my head was busting.
But it's one of them drinks that you would sit there and you drink it all night long. And you wouldn't, they're like alka-pops. They'd be very similar to alka-pops.
If you're full at the end of the night, they are actually a handy drink to have.
Jeez. I'm a first man for the Captain Morgan. If I get Captain Morgan on the
go away.
Oh, by God, lad, I dance myself upside down out.
I'll go.
But, this is a fine job. Cheers, there you are now, Dan.
Oh!
That's what it's like driving a daft. That's how agricultural they are.
You would see, anything up there,
This is actually, I don't even think this is Assen. This is like something in Sweden, I think. I put it on the wrong thing when... Oh, jeez, there's BM, no? Do you recognise any of them names? New Zealand trucks. There's a Volvo there for you now, Dan. Look at that. Ooh. Where's the fuck is that? Where's Assen gone? Soiny. Did you go? Would you ever go Soiny? Where's that?
It's in Belgium, I think. No, I didn't, and I'd love to go to it. A great Irish turnout there again this year.
I know BM were all over that as well, weren't they?
Fair play to them.
Joe Nugent is, AJ Grabher. He was at it as well.
That's right, beautiful truck. That's beautiful.
Do you like that?
Oh,
she's a fine job, isn't it? They are now. Google. You love the Google.
Oh, I love the pipe, lad. I need the pipe. I miss the pipe.
What's she like? That is nice, isn't it? Now come here. I won't deny for a second that the V8 doesn't sound class.
God, yeah.
It does. Oh, look at that. That's a bit of me now. Bit of silver. It's gas. Me and the three brothers all have silver yokes. Don't know how it all happened. I bought that caddy. The little brother bought the Focus, and Shane bought a new Land Cruiser, and that's in silver as well. Three of us driving around silver yokes.
Silver's nice.
Oh, it fucking is nice, I tell you.
Silver's nice.
How are you getting on with the BMW anyway? You love your BMWs, don't you?
I do, yeah. I had them for years. I had that X5 for, jeez, I don't know how long.
Would you like a refill then?
Oh yeah, keep them coming.
This is service, boy. All I'm missing is the peanuts, that's it. My missus will come home now and I'll be gangrene. Oh God. You wouldn't find a more handsome barman unless you're in Ronnie's.
Let's go behind the bar down there. Pull a pint and bother.
I'll pour a pint down there. That's what I was saying. I was actually meant to go down there. But come here, actually I meant to tell you, I was meant to be going to Holland tomorrow, right? This is the reason why Don is up here and we should be in Drogheda really. I was meant to be in Holland tomorrow. Then it turned out it was meant to be Spain, right?
Oh yeah?
And then Spain got cancelled. And Holland had been given to someone else.
Oh, go away.
So that's what happened. So I was meant to be going to
Spain, it'd be nice. I'd love to go to Spain. I never known Spain, so I'd never.
I heard that and I was like, that'd be nice now. That'd make a lovely video. Do you know what I mean?
And any lads that do that side absolutely love it. They never want to come up.
It's some driving though. Like, do you know what I mean? It take you 4 or 5 days to get to the bottom of Spain. Like, Spain's. I asked a few lads and they're saying Spain's some driving in it. Like, it's some driving. So that's what was meant to happen, and that's why I said I thought I'd tell you now because I only found out there at 8 o'clock last night that wasn't going to go ahead. And I was raging because I was there. I was like, oh, Spain would have been lovely now. 2 weeks down in Spain now, just before Christmas.
Oh, jeez,
that would have been the job. But it never ended up happening, so you never know. You
might
might
beautiful death, look.
Ah, that's. What's that, 105, is it? Or a 95? Ah, that's the job, look at that.
And they're new one now. They're new gin.
That'd be a 2017 one, that one, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would be, yeah.
She's full Solar Guard products, and she's beautiful.
I'd say you probably recognise half these Irish from Maston anyway.
Obviously, yeah.
Look at that 164.
And you know that truck,
143.
there's an Irish truck that should be out there with the death. That's in Sydney. And that's Jason O'Connell's with Barna.
Ah, lads.
That
He's some detail, isn't he?
That is some. He's some man to mind like. That's 142.
142, that lorry?
It's like a new lorry.
Yeah, it is. I was only talking to him there in Barack Obama there. Oh no, it wasn't Barack Obama. Portlaoise Plaza the other week. And I was talking away to him there. He was on his way up to Dublin. I was on my way down the country. I was there looking at him. I was like, lad, I says, you're some detail, aren't you? I says, your missus must fucking hate that lorry. That's some job, isn't it? That's a lovely lorry, that. They just do it way better than everyone else, don't they?
They do, but they've better roads, you see, and stuff as well. They've some bit of
like you see, like
easier.
You want to see our twin wheel tag? You want to see where that goes? Like,
oh, sure.
Oh, lad, it's fucking. It might as well be a forestry lorry. Like,
yeah,
you know
yeah. But try to look at Irish book. That's it.
But anyway, what's the crack for next week or next week? You know what I mean? What's the crack for next year? Anything planned or anything? You know what I mean? Are you gonna take over social media? Are you gonna rule the world or?
Geez, I don't know about that.
Be a millionaire maybe.
I don't know. I'm going to. I've actually a wedding in America. I'm going to Nashville. I'm going to Charleston for a wedding. My cousin, and I'm going to go up into Nashville.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a week in Nashville. I can't wait.
What's the name of that? The Owl something. There's a theatre there where all the country singers sing.
Oh, yeah.
The Old Prairie or something stupid like that. It's called.
Oh Jesus.
Luke Holmes was playing there only recently. You know.
That's right. Yeah.
But you'll be a big man for the country music, would you?
Yeah, can't wait for Luke Holmes as well.
Did you book the tickets? I couldn't get them. I was booked out.
No, she got them by Linda was on the ball. She got them.
Some woman. There's a valve for you now. Pulling flowers. That's to be in Dublin the other time.
Yeah. He's a gentleman, that fella. So he is.
Oh, lad, some job, isn't it? Look at that. I wouldn't trust that ladder up against glass now, would you?
Well, not with me, no. I'd let it trust against the panel.
Oh, stop. But yeah, Dan, I'm fucking delighted you came up anyway. I think I'm going to end it there just because I don't know how long we've been recording for, but Don's been a gentleman and coming up here. And
It's an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, I want to turn the camera off and just have a pint with this man. Just talking but Don, cheers. So thanks a million.
Man, bye. Thank you very much.
For everyone watching, I hope you have a great Christmas. And this will be the last video of 2022. I'm delighted that Don's finishing it out.
Aye, and happy Christmas to everyone.
Happy Christmas. Mind yourselves. Stay safe and I'll see you.
Stay tuned, we'll have more.
Oh yeah, I'm going to go down and do this one in Bronny's now. We'll get them to close the bar and everything. How much would it cost?
We did everything this Saturday.
Lads, mind